feminists and SJWs will have you believe that men are above women, just like how they misrepresent the dictionary definition of the word feminism. But women are not meant to do whatever a man can. When you say this, it's like you're saying that women are initially meant to be below men, thus reinforcing this false belief. The reality is, we are all just human, where either gender can either share abilities or not share abilities. This is what makes us truly equal. There are some things that women can do and men can't. And there are some things that men can do and women can't. And yes, there are things that both genders can do, and thus share. Obviously, this applies to various jobs, sports, and many other things. But at the end of the day, the cold hard facts are, men and women are also different. The truth is, women are not meant to do whatever a man can. Women are meant to do all the things that men can't do. Just like how we're meant to do all the things that a woman can't do. Stop trying to take away the uniqueness of our genders. We are different, and it's our differences that make us unique to begin with. All people are different, just like how both genders are different. Try to actually embrace it.
You know, I want to kind of make an extension to that video. Now, I've talked about this type of thing many times in many different ways, but I want to touch on this topic a bit differently than most people have. I'm not even going to show the evidence for this one, because what's the point? Everybody fucking knows this, and if you don't, then wow. But anyway, we know, especially today now more than ever, but we knew even back when I made this video, The Giver is becoming reality. One of the core aspects of this video was talking about how in modern day, not just people, but like in modern day in general, the world is becoming to a point where everything is looking the same. People are, people wanting to be acting the same, talking the same, behaving the same, etc. And it was because everybody is falling down this pathway of SJWism, conformity. You must believe and agree with everything we say and think. That whole mentality. Now, I made this video in 2017. Although it was a remake. I think the original was like 2015 or 14. And I was always right from the start, go figure. And it's just, talking about how that's what the world is turning into, right? And the movie does express, people's uniqueness and creativity basically being dead, because in the movie everyone looks the same, acts the same, dresses the same, etc. And that is what our world has been turning into the last 10 years or so. But coming off that video that I made back in 2019 about, women cannot do what men can, or men can't do what women can. I still stand by that, and why wouldn't I? I'm right. And for all of the psychos out there who are going to say, it's sexist to say that, why? Because the truth is, you're sexist. And you, like the whole giver thing, you don't want men and women to be unique to each other. The phrase, women are from Venus and men are from Mars, is true. We are psychologically and biologically different, as much as you don't want to agree that we are. The thing that I wanted to mention in this video that everybody knows, and I could have shown evidence for, but I don't fucking care at this point, is, as we know, trans women, or biological males, are being allowed into women's sports. This has been happening for about 6-7 years now, I think, so it's like impossible for you people not to know about it. Into sports as well as weightlifting. And you would know, if you did an ounce of research, that every single time a trans woman, or a biological male, is being put into a women's sport, he wins. Because of a very simple fact that people and SJWs will ignore, which is that men are biologically stronger. That's just a fact. Men are biologically faster, more muscular. We just fucking are. So when a biological man is being put into women's sports, of course he's always going to win, come in first place, etc. It's happened every single time. Now, smart people will say that women's sports should be kept to biological women, and men's sports should be kept to biological men. And that is true. But the SJWs will scream, sexism, transphobia, blah, blah. No. Fuck you. Because here's what we're actually going to scream. Facts. You are the fucking sexist. You are the one who hates women. You're the one who hates men. The only thing you actually like are trans people. But you don't actually like biological men or women. You hate them, in fact. You want everybody's uniqueness and individuality to die. Women are not meant to do whatever a man can. Women are meant to do what men can't do. In the same way that men are meant to do what women can't do. Because if we can all do everything exactly the same, then what the fuck is our differences? Where's our individuality? Where is our uniqueness? You wanting biological men in women's sports has taken away the biological women's chances of ever winning again, because they're not as muscular, they're not as fast, they're not as whatever. You are the one who hates women because you don't want women to just be women anymore. You want men to be women. You want men to get pregnant. You want men to compete in women's sports. You want men to use the women's bathroom. You want men to etc. Doing that only does two things. It supports trans people and shows how much you hate biological men and women. Both, really. But more so because that's what people always talk about, because nobody cares about men unless you're becoming a woman. Nobody fucking cares. Point is, though, the amount of damage you do to women's uniqueness is what happens because of this. Let me tell you something. Because I actually don't hate women, unlike you people. Not all my viewers, SJWs obviously I'm talking about. I believe that women can do all the things that men can't do. Obviously there are things we can both do. I'm not saying women can't do anything that a man can and vice versa. We have many things that we share. But we also have many things that women cannot do. And women have things that men can't do. That's what makes us fucking unique. That is a good thing. It's a good thing to be unique. It is a good thing to look at a woman who can do something that I fucking can't and go, you're special because of it. A woman is special because she can create life. But then the SJW comes along saying, what? Trans women are women, therefore you can have a baby. No, they fucking can't. They don't have a uterus. You are the one attacking the uniqueness and specialness of women. You are, not me. I fucking hate that shit. And all this stuff about men and women's sports and the bathroom stuff and so many other things needs to fucking die. Or else, just as I predicted, we will become like the Giver. We're already 80% there since I made this video. I don't want to reach 100. But the point is, and remember these words because I'll say it again and they are what matter. If you believe that a biological man can do anything that a woman can just because he's trans, you hate women. That is a fact. Goodbye.